The Feast of Trumpets celebrated by blowing of. Leviticus 23, verse 24. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, and the first day of the month, shall you have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Numbers 29, verse 1. And in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, you shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. It is a day of blowing the trumpets unto you. The Jubilee introduced by blowing of. Leviticus 25, verse 9. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. In the day of atonement shall you make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. Miracles connected with falling of the walls of Jericho. Joshua 6, verse 20. So the people shouted when the priests blew with the trumpets, and it came to pass, when the people heard the sound of the trumpet, and the people shouted with a great shout, that the wall fell down flat, so that the people went up into the city, every man straight before him, and they took the city. Heard at Mount Sinai, at giving of the law. Exodus 19, verse 16. And it came to pass on the 3rd day and the morning, that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so that all the people that was in the camp trembled. Exodus 20, verse 18. And all the people saw the thunderings, and the lightnings, and the noise of the trumpet, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. Confusion produced in the camp of the Midianites by sound of. Judges 7, verse 16. And he divided the 300 men into 3 companies, and he put a trumpet in every man's hand, and empty pitchers, and lamps within the pitchers. Judges 7, verse 22. And the 300 blew the trumpets, and Yahuwah set every man's sword against his fellow, even throughout all the host. And the host fled to Bethshita in Zarephath, and to the border of Abel-Meholah unto Tabbath. The war horse acquainted with the sound of. Job 39, verses 24 through 25. He swalloweth the ground with fierceness and rage, neither believeth he that it is the sound of the trumpet. He saith among the trumpets, Ha, ha! And he smelleth the battle afar off, the thunder of the captains and the shouting. Sounding of, illustrative of, Yahuwah's power to raise the dead. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. In 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16. For Yahuwah himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of Yahuwah, and the dead in Messiah shall rise first. The proclamation of the gospel. Psalms 89, verse 15. Blessed is the people that know the joyful sound. They shall walk, O Yahuwah, in the light of thy countenance. The bold and faithful preaching of ministers. Isaiah 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Hosea 8, verse 1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of Yahuwah, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. Joel 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahuwah cometh, for it is nigh at hand. The latter day judgments. Revelation 8, verse 2. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before Yahuwah, and to them were given 7 trumpets. Revelation 8, verse 13. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, Woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. We all need to know and recognize the sound of the shofar. If we do not, we will most definitely be in difficulty. Hallelujah. All praises be unto the God of Israel, who is worthy to receive all our praises. Baruch Hashem. Shema Yisrael. Yahuwah Eloheinu. Yahuwah Echad. Baruch Shem Kevad Melchatu Laolam Vayed. Hear, O Israel. Yahuwah God is one. Blessed is his name forever and ever. For you are to recognize the sound of the shofar.